Hey guys, Dr. Daryl Gioffre here. I'm the CEO and founder of Alchemind and the author of Get Off Your Acid and newly released Get Off Your Sugar. So today, I'm so excited to be with you guys. I want to talk to you about one of the most important things that we need to really address, which is getting off of this stress eating roller coaster, stopping the diets and moving towards what I call a strength eating diet. This is a lifestyle, a way that's going to really help your resilience, your energy, your weight, and everything, especially right in the middle of the summer. Now, look at where we're at right now. I mean, we are literally just coming out of a year and a half of this crazy pandemic. And let's go back when this whole thing started. We were blindsided by this pandemic. None of us knew or anticipated this was going to happen. And when the quarantine was slapped upon us, what did most of us do? We literally crawled into our foxholes and we started stress eating. In fact, they actually came up with a few names for it. They called it the COVID-19 and the Quarantine 15 in regards to the amount of weight that people gained over the course of the pandemic from the amount of stress eating and sugar that they were eating. And that's the problem. New York Times even came out with a study a few months ago showing that the average person gained 2 pounds every single month. So here's the issue. When people think about going on a diet, what do you think about? It's the first 3 letters of that word, all right? It's deprivation. And that's what a yo-yo diet is. People go from stress eating to not eating, back to stress eating, back to not eating. It's not sustainable. It's not going to drive health up into the body. And maybe you'll lose a pound here or there, but ultimately it's going to come back with full vengeance. So we have to switch this way of thinking, get you off of this deprivation-based approach, because when we are stress eating, we typically go for sugar, junk food. And here's the thing. Yes, we call this comfort food, but comfort foods don't comfort us. Maybe they give you that instant gratification in that moment, but they're only going to add more stress to our body, more stress to our energy, more stress to the weight, and so on and so forth. So again, to get you off of this stress eating roller coaster, my approach, which is a much easier approach, is to add, stack, and go at your own pace. And the most simple way to do that is to start adding in foods and swap them from the ones you might be eating right now or drinking. And that leads me to number one. One of the most heavy forms of sugar that we will find in our diet, things that snuck their way into our diet, comes from fruit juice. And what's the big fruit juice? There's apple juice, there's orange juice, right? Most people think of orange juice as a health food. There's nothing healthy about it. Literally, you're taking one orange, you times that by 5, you squeeze it, now you're getting just plain old sugar water. In fact, gram for gram, there's more fructose, the most damaging form of sugar, in a glass of OJ than there is in a can of cola. So we got to lose the fruit juice. A better swap for that would be water. You can add a lime slice, a lemon slice, some grapefruit, right? These are, yes, citric acid, but we don't care about what that food does outside the body. All we care about is what that food does inside the body once you metabolize it, and that food becomes something that becomes very alkalizing, that lowers inflammation. Now, a better version, which I call the acid-kicking version, would be a green juice without fruit. So you can do a fresh green juice. You can do one of our acid-kicking powders here, which is our greens. What I love about this is it's just very easy. 1 scoop gives you 5 servings of organic greens in less than 30 seconds. Your body is energized, it's alkalized, it's crushing inflammation. So that's the first hack. Second hack, so many times, you go to a party or a picnic or a barbecue and there's lots of chips, potato chips, salsa, things like that. So the good swap for that would be something as simple as vegetable sticks with a really good dressing. It's going to give you that same crunchy taste. And remember, the dressing is where all the taste lies. You can have a plate of vegetables out there. My kids won't touch them. But if you put one of my, what I call in the new book, Get Off Your Sugar, Dr. Daryl's favorite dressing, literally that entire plate will be gone in minutes. So just adding something like that is so good for you and for your children. Barbecue. A lot of us are eating things like chicken and red meat. And again, there's nothing wrong with having those things in moderation. But what's a better version? Something like wild-caught salmon, wild-caught, right? Grass-fed as well, because without that, it's fed corn and soy, all things that increase inflammation and a whole host of other bad things. So wild-caught salmon is loaded with omega-3 fats. That's going to lower inflammation, give you a little bit of protein, and a much better option. Ice cream, it's a big summer fave, right? I know it is in my family. So instead of having something like ice cream and yogurt, which is loaded with dairy, and dairy is one of the most acidic substances you can put into the body, loaded with sugar. Plus, guys, dairy was designed for baby cows, not for humans. So let's make that switch. We can have something like a chia pudding, which is one of my most favorite recipes in the book. We can also do something like an avocado chocolate mousse. I'm telling you, your kids will have no idea that the avocados are even in there. They're gonna think that they're cheating because these recipes taste so great. So there's just a few simple hacks for you guys in the summertime. I hope that they help you, and do your best to just start to add. Before you know it, the good's gonna outweigh the bad, and it's gonna turn you into a strength-eating, energy-filled, acid-kicking machine. Thanks, everybody.